I'm about to shoot out the door to go to work, but before I do, I'm going to show you my front room. So this is how it looks after I had that major declutter where I gave away bags and bags and bags of things from my house in the new year. So, do you think we can declutter any more? I reckon so. I reckon we can. I like to keep on top of the decluttering. I like to make sure we don't have too much stuff because it feels like it's too much stuff to manage. Cluttered house, cluttered mind. Oh, I'll show you behind these sofas a minute. See, I need to put stuff away. I've got cross stitch and all sorts out. Pretty sure we can declutter some bits and pieces. Yeah. Bearing in mind we had a massive declutter was it beginning of January, because I was feeling overwhelmed with all the Christmas stuff. More cross stitch. I need to have a tidy and get everything in its place. So yeah, when I come back, we are going to see how much more I can declutter. Okay, and I'm back much later than I had anticipated. I went to work. After work I got some little jobs done that I had to get done before I picked my son up from school. My eldest walks back by herself. My husband then went off for his night shift and I had to cook dinner, you know, everything that comes with having kids. I did dishes. I then got my eldest to her theatre group, put my youngest to bed, and now here we are. So, needless to say, I am tired. This is going to be a 2-day project because I'm not going to be able to do it all today. And we are going to kick off with the drawers, the TV cabinet, because I have things like this cupboard. Oh, let's shut the door on that. That requires more brain power than I have in the battery right now. So let's crack on with something easy. These drawers we call the book drawers. They are just books that my daughter had. I can see some to be decluttered straight away. These are books my daughter had that she's outgrown and she's given to her little brother who's not quite old enough for them yet, if that makes sense, and he doesn't have a lot of room in his room for them, and these were empty drawers, so we put them in here. And this drawer is a bit busted. Right, let's get started. So straight off the bat, these books I got in the charity shop quite a while ago, and they are much too simple for my son. He's nearly 7 and he's reading chapter books, just not this level yet. So them straight away I can declutter. Now this is that book, The Wind in the Willows, that I picked up. I think I paid something like 50p for it. What does that say? Don't even know what that says. But I picked it up because, if I can remember rightly, it was quite old, 1950, and I just wanted it for the collection. I think I'm going to add it to my collection actually. Now these books here, these were all mine as a child. I'm not going to open them because I've written my little name inside, and it's written in my little handwriting from when I was about 7 or 8. So these will be kept forevermore. These are the books I loved and that I kept. And I'm going to start reading these to my son. Currently we're reading Enid Blyton's The Faraway Tree series, The Enchanted Wood. And he's really enjoying that, so I'm going to crack on with them soon. Now, there's not a great deal in here to be decluttered. These are all books we're keeping. This is the extra fish tank stuff that we swap out every so often when the other stuff's looking a bit tatty. I'm just checking these are all like David Walliams and Tom Gates. And Roald Dahl. What's that? Oh, that's Narnia. So there's some good books here. We're a big family of readers. Even my husband reads, but he reads ebooks. He doesn't like paper books and the clutter they make, but me and my kids love book clutter, as you can see. So that can go back in there. No, put that back in there. Let's have a quick look through here. Make sure they're all ones we want to keep. What is that? Now that's been put in there for, was it Ethernet cable? Better keep that. There's a reason my husband's put that there. Okay, so those books are done. That's going in a different home, and these ones are being decluttered. So we're keeping this quite minimal. We've already got rid of a lot of knickknacks that we don't want, that were getting me stressed, having too much stuff about. So in here, my son made this, my daughter made that at school, and that's a picture of my late grandfather. So that's all really ornament wise we have on here. We also got rid of lots of ornaments on the fireplace. The next thing I want to declutter, which I think will be quite simple, is the blanket basket. So this needs to be moved. This is my cross stitch that I started. It's a project I'm doing for myself. I'm just going to move it over here because I've got more cross stitch stuff there. This is mine. I got it as a gift from my mum for Christmas, but I've been making gifts and then my kids have been putting in their orders. So that's kind of fallen by the wayside, but I am going to pick it up again soon. So these blankets on the top, 100% keeping, because they're on the top for a reason. These are the ones people pull out. Let's have a look. A ball, of course there's a ball there. This is my daughter's new one she got for Christmas. This one, what on earth? Antlers. Of course there's antlers, right. Gonna have to put them away somewhere. Now this one, we don't always use it. It's Christmassy, but me and my husband were given it by his work when we got married. It'll be 10 years ago this year. I'm gonna keep it. So nothing to declutter out of this basket. So at least I know that basket has blankets that everybody's using or wants to keep. You know what? I'm actually going to declutter these. My kids were given them this Christmas just gone, but they didn't wear them because they didn't fit on their heads properly. Like this bit really dug in. So I'm just going to declutter these. There's no point trying to find a home for them. Now here is a random cupboard. We have wires and internet thingy-mabobbins in here. It's just a really random one. So my last task of this evening is to go through this, which is kind of like our seasonal decorations box, and it's just getting too full. We're going to go through this. This is going to be my last job of the night because I am so tired. So I'm going to keep the balloons because I'm just going to reuse them this year for birthdays. I keep the Halloween stuff year after year, so I do want to keep that, and the like wipeable tablecloth. Halloween. I just don't know about this box. We'll have to see. So my son made these this year, like last Halloween, so I'm just going to do a pile of Halloween stuff. These, are we going to keep these? He had them on little sticks in the garden. It just means I don't have to buy any Halloween decorations. That's why I like making them. So we're keeping these. We use these for birthdays. They're balloon sticks and a stand. Very useful. Right. Do I want to keep these balloons? I'm not going to keep these ones. These, they look really spiky. Very strange. I'll declutter them. Going to keep these few. We use them for my daughter's birthday this year. A happy birthday banner. We're going to use this year after year. Why is there fluff in there? Oh, it's Halloween fluff. I see. Yep, it's spiderweb stuff. That's why I've got that in there. I'm not doing a very good job of decluttering this, am I? Halloween. I might have to just get a little bigger box. Oh no, it defeats the object. I am good at decluttering though. We're going to get rid of these. They're like characters my husband and my son made for Halloween. I'm wondering now whether I should just have a Halloween box, because that is the main season we decorate for. We decorate for Halloween and birthdays. So it would make sense just to keep this. I don't buy new unless it's in the sale after Halloween, and I don't think I'm going to buy anything this year. I've got plenty of Halloween decorations. These are all stuff the kids have made over the years. What am I going to do? I know it sounds silly. I'm doing a decluttering video and saying I'm going to buy a bigger box. Well, not buy a bigger box. I'm going to source a bigger box from somewhere in my house. But yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Although I have decluttered a little bit, to be fair to me. But this is all stuff we use, so there's no point in me getting rid of it, is there? We keep the badge. What's that? Oh, it's blue. Well, actually, there's stuff in here I can get rid of. I kept this. I don't know who gave me this or where I got it from, or whether it was left over from my daughter's 7th birthday, but I'm keeping that for this year for my son. Spiders, we can get rid of this guy. I was looking for these this year. I literally thought I had them in the cupboard, and then I was like, did I actually buy them? How bad is that? Definitely, right, I know they're in here. Remind me when it's my son's birthday. They're in there. Flipping heck. So this box is going to be Halloween, I think. Just Halloween. So let's get it loaded up. Okay. What I have decided is the Halloween stuff is going to stay in the box. That's going to go down the side in the cupboard with the box. And the birthday stuff is going to go in this little bag that my welcome pack from work came in. It's a little drawstring bag. It was hanging up in the airing cupboard. So if I can pop everything for the birthdays in here, then I'll have two separate things, which is easier when I need to pull things out. And I don't have to find a bigger box because I don't have one and I'm not buying one. Everything from this box is going to go into here, and then I can declutter this box without a lid. I just realised these need to go in the Halloween box, so get them in there. So that's all the birthday stuff, and I've got like Union Jack flags, you know, bits, odds and ends for different occasions in there. So that's the Halloween stuff in there, and I'm thinking I might still just put this bag in, but arrange it so it doesn't fall onto anything, and that will be that cupboard sorted. So this is what we've decluttered tonight. This lot can all go be donated. Apart from these, I'll recycle them. But yeah, not bad, not bad. So tomorrow, when I've got a bit more energy and had a good night's sleep, we will tackle my book cupboard, this craft drawer. Oh my goodness. Oh, we've got all sorts in here. Games, dress up, my drawer. Yeah, I need more brain power for that. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, it's the next day and I am going to tackle the book cupboard, the dreaded book cupboard. Not this area, not the lower area. I know what's in there. I had to recently sort it out because I had to put some Christmas stuff back in there. It might look a bit messy, but I know what's in there. So we are going to be focusing on mainly my books and some little bits and pieces that I have in the top of this cupboard. The bottom shelf is my to be read shelf, and the top shelf are books that I have read and that I want to keep. So I've emptied all the books off here. I didn't realise how many there actually were, and yeah, it's quite something. I am quite ruthless when I've read a book. I'm happy to donate it if it's not like part of a series or a book I really, really love. But I do also like to buy secondhand books for my to be read pile, and that is why I'm doing a no buy for books this year. This money tin I've had for years and years and years, and I don't know where the key is, so decluttering that. I'm just showing you what I've got in my to keep pile, my to keep shelf, because I know quite a few people ask and they're interested. So obviously I've got 2 sets of Harry Potter books, mine and my daughter's. She doesn't have a lot of room. Obviously, books I love. Jane Eyre, Ship of Brides is brilliant, Room is brilliant, Girl with All the Gifts is brilliant, The Book Thief is brilliant, hence why I keep them. The Last Time They Met by Anita Shreve, the ending just about broke my heart. It was like a proper shock ending. So yeah, here's what I'm left to deal with. This is my to be read pile. Oh, these ones are not. These are to go in the keeps. And yeah, where do I start? It's quite overwhelming when you see all your books out like this. People always ask me why I don't have a bookshelf, and I don't really have the space for a bookshelf. If I did, I would have one, and at the moment, the cupboard's doing just fine. So I'm sorting the books into piles. A pile of Christmas books, which need to go to the back of the shelf, if that makes sense. Just books I'm keeping, and then books I plan to donate. And some of them I'm just reading the back just to see if it interests me, because there's no point keeping them if the blurb doesn't speak to me. So that's the system I'm using right now. These 2 books are the sequels to the book I've just read. I've got the book I've just read put aside because normally I wouldn't keep it, I'd donate it. But if it wasn't a bad book, but it isn't like the best book, and I thought if the series turns out like stellar and it picks up, then I would have regretted getting rid of the first book. But if I read them and it's a good series, but I don't want to keep it, then I can actually try and sell the entire trilogy. The Anita Shreve book I was just holding up then, I can't actually remember if I've read that one. I've read so many of her books, and I have so many that I haven't read that I literally can't remember if I'd read it. I also realised I had a duplicate. I found this book, which I think I got in a big bundle, like of secondhand books for free, and I've got that one. So I'm going to keep the one that fits with the rest of the books, the size and style, paperback. So that's another book that I can donate. It's quite therapeutic sorting through my books, and it actually makes me got a renewed vigour to read some of them. Sarah J Maas, I haven't read the Throne of Glass series. I think I was given this book and for free, so I need to get started on that other series, but like I said, I'm not buying any new books at present. That book Storm was the second book to the book I'm currently reading. So here's my pile of Christmas books. That whole pile needs to go at the back. This is everything I'm keeping, and this is a little pile I'm decluttering. I know people who don't really read or have like to keep physical copies of books might be like, oh my god, that's not a lot, but you know, I will read them, and I do donate them after I read them, but I'm not getting rid of them if I want to read them. These were in the cupboard. These are little decorations my son made in 2024 for Christmas, and they just didn't get put out with the Christmas decorations, so I'm keeping them. This is the book I was talking about that I don't want to get rid of until I finished the series, just in case the series turns out to be stellar. So this is my Christmas books going to the back of the shelf, and I'll bring them forward nearer Christmas 2025. The shelf is still really full, I know, but this little section here with the bottoms of the books facing out are the books that are to be read, but I really want to read them next before the rest. They really intrigued me. I want to read them, so I think this cupboard is sorted. Really happy with how it turned out, and look, my little donation bag is growing with every task. It might not seem like a lot, but it is keeping on top of the clutter in my house. And the same goes for this area. This area, we call it the phone area, and it's like a bit of stationery, notebooks, a bit of everything, and I really, really need to go through this and sort it out. This is mostly my stuff, pretty much all my stuff. I keep important forms that have passwords on for school apps and things like that, and I have my notebooks. We do have a spare pencil case with school supplies in it, like glue sticks, sharpeners, green and black pens, things like that. But this is where people come to find something if they're at home, like if they need a highlighter, if they need a rubber, if they need to make a shopping list, they'll go to that area, my little desk organizer, to find things. And it also becomes a bit of a dumping ground, like people just throw stuff there. If somebody found elastic bands, they just get dumped there, if you know what I mean, but at least they're in the right area, I suppose. This declutter is more of a rubbish declutter. It's not anything that I can donate. It's all been used, or it's broken, or it's tatty. I think I donate some bookmarks. I like to make my own bookmarks and print them out. This is the one my daughter made for me, and I got a massive stack of these bookmarks, and my daughter gave some to her friends for Christmas, and it's just so many, I'll donate some of them. But the time it took to sort the books and to organise this area of the room, I just don't think I'm going to be able to get to the drawers that you see in the background there today. So this is going to be a two-parter because this video has got quite long as it is. So I hope you come back for the part 2, the finishing up the room. So this is what it looks like finished. I've got rid of quite a lot of stuff actually. And like I said, most of it is to go in the bin, but it's better that I've decluttered it. Look how neat and tidy that looks. It's just, it's good for my soul, good for my soul. So this is what we're going to be doing in part 2 in the next video. So I hope you join me for that. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.